welcome to Exactly So. My name is Jen. Today is the 16th of August, and I have not been here in like 9 months. So I apologize for that. I guess first we should talk about the move. The move, for the most part, on the day wasn't super great. The lawyers mucked up the monies. We had Britannia's truck full of our things, and it kind of sat out and sat out and sat out. And then Ian was fretting and he was calling the lawyers and they weren't moving. So I called the lawyers and then they moved. So, not that I'm better than Ian, I'm just saying when you threaten people, they tend to do their job. And a little bit of New York Jenny came out because they hadn't transferred the money even though they said they had. And what happened was I said, I want proof that you've transferred that. I want a PDF document or a screenshot that you've done your job. And miraculously, like 5 minutes later, the money had gone through. It's because they hadn't transferred it. And then we had the movers here till about 10 p.m. And the house hadn't been heated for a few days, so it was like super cold. And plus the doors all being open with the movers coming in. It was pretty frigid in here. And we fed them. We ordered pizza and we all sat down and had a meal together, which was great because the guys from Britannia were amazing. They were really, really good. And they were so friendly and they were so helpful and hardworking. And I can't say enough about Britannia, really. Ian would still say things about the cost of Britannia, but we could never have done it ourselves. There's no way. There's no way. So I don't regret a pound of it, really. Once they were gone, it was a relief just to have it done. Not that they were gone, but, just to have it done. Ian and I were staying in the kitchen and he turned around and he just said, "Welcome home," which was the sweetest thing in the world. And then he gave me a big hug and a kiss and we went to bed because we were fracking tired. So got up the next day. I started unpacking. Ian went back to work. And so, yeah. So it's taken a while to get everything sort of organized and new furniture purchased and things. But you'll see that along the way and I'll talk about it as I go from room to room. So each one of these videos, in short, will be done in a separate room or maybe 2 rooms or maybe like when I go upstairs, I'll show some things in the hallway and probably our bedroom, which you only see for like 3 seconds because there's nothing really to see. It's a bed and 2 dressers and a bookshelves. And that's pretty much it. But yeah, I'll do that. I have done some crafty things over the last 9 months, mostly for the bathroom, which is really good. It needed it. And so I will show all the things that I've made for that room. And I have been doing some cross stitching and some knitting. You guys are not going to believe when I show you that I'm still working on the same socks. It's just because everything's just a mess. I will show outside as soon as it's sunny again. I really don't want to show it in gray weather. I'd really like all of my cushions to be on my sofa/chaise outside and my big umbrella awning thing to be up. And we have done quite a bit of gardening. We've cut down 2 trees, replanted apple trees. I have a crab apple tree. I know you guys can't see it, but when I show the video at the end around, you'll see the apple tree with the bird feeder in it just outside the window. We're training that against the fence, so that's really, really good. And I've done some planting. I've got flowers in, which in about 2 weeks are all going to be pulled up and replaced with mums in an autumn kind of attempt to bring some autumn to our home. Yeah, I guess that's about it. So like I said, we're in the conservatory / orangery. So I don't say orangery, it's a connection. We use this mainly at the moment just to sit and relax and have a breeze and share some time with Blossom. We use it for exercising. We have an exercise bike in here, which is really, really nice because it's one of those ones you sit back in and you pedal forward kind of thing. we keep our coats in here. I've got a cupboard that we just got, and I've done some decorating on that. But this is also my craft room. So because the ceiling is glass and I have such terrific light in here, it makes it so good for cross stitching. Like I don't have to use my my crafting light if I don't want to. I still use the crafting light stand because it's got a clip on it and it holds my my patterns. But yeah, and I've got my little TV table here, which I had my serger on upstairs, but now I've got like an L-shaped configuration in my sewing room, so I don't have to have that. Behind them, you'll see these are the cushions for the sofa outside, but it's raining at the moment, so good. My record player's in here. I've been listening to some Rachmaninoff and trying to relax during the day. This is primarily the room where my laundry gets put on clothes bars and dried, because they will dry in a day in this room, because even as gray as it is right now, it will become very warm and it just dries clothes really well. I don't have to put them outside. We have a lot of birds. There's a little tiny forest kind of here this way on the other side of the house that's here. And sorry, I keep trying to look at the camera. And so we have lots of birds, and I think over the last 2 weeks I've put my laundry out and my towels have come back with bird poo, so I have to wash them all over again. So I'm leaving them in here now. I do still. So anyways, I will take a video. I will kind of spin around the room and I'll point things out or whatever. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Oh, my Wii and my Wii Fit are in here as well. And Ian's cameras are too. So let's get to the crafting now. I have finished cross stitches. You'll see one in the kitchen, which has changed a bit since I posted some pictures of it before. And I have my basket here in front of me. And I will be showing what I've been working on, what I intend to work on, and some things that I've purchased recently. So I'm just going to, as they are in this bag, that's how I'm going to pull them out and show them. So there's not going to be any order to this at all. Now, the first fabric I'm going to show, but I cannot show the pattern that it's going with because it's a gift for someone. But I will show the bag. It's just my Minions bag that I made, and I don't know what I've got. Oh, I have the accoutrements that I am using when it's finished, but I am using some Oliver Twists silk hand thread. The first color is Sunset. Now they don't have their caps off, so I can only show them like this, and I don't even know if that will focus because my fat face is in here, but that is what it looks like. It's kind of a variegated thread. So, and then I'm using another Oliver Twist, and this is silk again. It's non-repeatable, which means, you don't get the same sort of look every time. And this is, I don't know, they haven't given this a color number, but it's greens of green variegation. So maybe if I do that, it will focus. There you go. And the last one is a gray black variegated thread, which is also non-repeatable. There we go. And again, that's Oliver Twists. So I cannot talk about the project itself. You'll see it when it's complete. But I got myself some Zweigart Vintage Gray 32 count Murano cotton even weave to stitch it with. So I don't know, I don't want to do crinkly plastic, so I'm really sorry. But I'll take it out of the packaging so y'all can see it. And that is what it looks like. So it's a mottled kind of gray fabric. So that is what I'm making with that. But FYI, that is a lot of fabric, and I'm only going to need about 1.5 of that fabric to make the project. And I don't know what I'm going to do with the rest of it, but it's there. And I think I might start that today. There you go. Right, the next thing I got, because I am going to be starting a sweater, and I got myself on sale from Wool Warehouse 3 skeins. I think it cost £21 of Cascade Heritage. It's 75 superwash merino wool and 25% nylon, and it is just black. And I've gotten 3 skeins of that. It's a fingering weight. So yeah, I will talk about the sweater when I start it. I'm not going to talk about it right now. The next thing I'm going to show are my socks. Now I finished one. They're my Halloween socks for the year. And I've finished that. I don't know which way it looks better. There you go. So that one's done. And I have 33 rows left. This is what I have left of that wool. Right there. And that's a sock. Heels turned. Just knitting up the leg now. So hopefully that will be finished very soon. I got some pretty bad cramps in my wrist, and so I stopped knitting on that. But I was doing about, oh, I don't know, golly, I was probably getting 20 rows in a day on that at one point. Right, what else do I have in here? Okay, the next thing I want to show is something I purchased. It's a Dritz. They are upholstery needles. These are lethal. I had to fix a pillow that I bought for my sofa. The button came off it, and the only way to repair it was to shove the needle down through, and there's not a picture. Not pictures. But these are lethal. If you ever get these, be super duper careful. As you can see, I have taped across the bottom about 25 times because I got hurt. I seriously got hurt. I mean, it went into my hand. So just be mindful. Let's look here. What have I got? I do not know. What is that? Okay, that's just a bag of goodies. Now, I had started the Witchy Stitcher Sal, Paranormal Sal, but I stopped. It's a Supernatural. I take it back. Supernatural Sal. And it's not because it wasn't good, because it was, but I have ceased my work on this. This is as far as I got because I just wasn't feeling it at the time. And I have learned that it's okay to not feel something at the time and to completely be okay with that. You don't have to finish it. It can be a whip. It can sit in my basket because I'm still getting the clues till next year. And I can start it then. Or not. It's up to me. But these are the... those are not the colors. I put the colors back in to their rightful spot in my chest. C'est la vie. This bag at the moment, this bag has the colors in it. It's my Halloweeny bag. Has the colors in it for another Witchy Stitcher. Now this is a free pattern from the Witchy Stitcher that I'm working on at the moment. And I'll show you what I've gotten done so far. But it is called the Haunted Tiered Cake. Sorry. Took me a minute. Sorry about my marking on it. But that's what it's called. The Witchy Tiered Cake. And I have made some progress on this. And what I'm doing is I'm trying to get these two bottom layers done, because that's the bulk of the work, which will make this bit fun when I get to it, because that means it's almost done and it's not a lot of work. So let me put that back and I will show you what I've got here. So I have just started that big large bottom bit, but this is what I've gotten done so far. I'm stitching this on some hand dyed Aida, which I believe is like a 16 count. 16 count Aida. There we go. That's what I've gotten done so far, and it gets darker as you go down, and later as you go up. So that's what I've gotten done on that. I'm gonna try to approach it like Whip Go, which I'm trying to get into right now. I have put my application in onto the Facebook group, but I haven't had a response back, so I don't know if I'm going to be accepted or not, but I suppose I could do my own Whip Go. But I really would like to be a part of it. So for those of you who don't know what Whip Go is, it's basically a bingo sheet, and there's 25 squares on it. One is free, and the nice girl that does this, she picks 2 squares a month, so you get 2 different numbers a month, and those are the projects. Wait, I'm not being very good explaining this. You get a bingo card. You fill the squares with the names of your whips. It can be 1 whip every month, and you create a goal for that. Say 1 month you want to work on it 1 hour a day, every day for that month. And the next month you want to get 100 stitches a day and every day for the month, whatever. It can be every project that you have, every whip that you have. And then that has an associated number, right? So 1 through 25. And she will pick 2 numbers every month. So those 2 squares, those 2 projects that you put in there, those 2 whips that you put in are you need to work on, and the goal that you associated with that, like an hour a day or 100 stitches a day, or, you know, whatever, finish a color. And it sort of encourages you to, you know, finish your whips, as it were. There, like I said, there's 1 free day. So you might split your 2 boxes into start one and work on that for 2 weeks, and the next one work on that for the last 2 weeks of the month or whatever. When you get a free one, you might get 2 weeks off and do something else. It doesn't have to be cross stitch either. It can be any kind of crafting that you want to do, whether it's scrapbooking, diamond painting, crewel work, embroidery, crochet, anything you want to do at all. Paper crafting, if I didn't say that. Anyway, I'd really like to be a part of that group, so I'm trying really hard to be a part of it. Anyway, there you go. Sorry, my throat's getting super dry. So, the next thing I want to show is some fabric, which I am sending to Helen Duffin because she can do something with this, but I don't like it. I was going to back a pillow with it, but got something different to back my pillow with. I think it's a Moda. No, it's Dashwood Studio. And it's these pink and orange pumpkins. I'm not being rude, but that is not my bag. So I'm sending that off to Helen. And I'm sure she'll do something fantabulous with it. In fact, I should probably set that out. The next thing is another project that I'm going to put a stitch in so I can use it as part of my Whip Go. It is another Witchy Stitcher. Hopefully you guys will be able to see this through the plastic, but it's called Witch. It's a cauldron with a crescent moon on it. And I have purchased some fabric from Etsy. I don't know, but I will, as I continue to do these, start making notes and putting in my folders, start putting the name of where I bought the fabric from, but I'm pretty sure it was River Hut. Maybe not, but that's who I purchased most of my fabric from. Anyway, it is this fabric. It has bats all over it, which I think is super cool. And that's where I'm going to stitch Cauldron on. Now, this is the thing. I have been invited by Helen to do some other stitching projects, but I think this is the project that I will start on my own, and I will work on end of September, beginning of October, because I'd really like that to be done. And I would really like my husband, like Kim's husband, Tony, makes frames for her stuff all the time. And I would really like Ian to make a frame for me for that project as well. Sorry, peppermint tea. So very good. Right, so the next project I'm working on is by the Frosted Pumpkin Stitchery, and it is called Midnight Way. Now, I haven't worked on this, and this, again, is why I'd really like to be a part of WIPGO, because I just don't have that kind of schedule-y thing. But this is what this project looks like. This is Midnight Way. It is so cute. It's like a little high street with different kind of shops on it. I know for a fact that I got this fabric from River Hut Designs, and I just adore it. And I believe my bat came from Helen Dolphin as a gift, because she's a lovey buggy. But this is how far I've gotten. So that's the center shop. And it is, I think it's the Broom store. Yep. Broomhilda's. So she's a cutie. Now, you can't tell. There is some, it's supposed to be sparkly cross stitch by DMC, but it doesn't show as sparkly, so I hope they have more rows of it. It's a C310, so I don't know what the C stands for, but it's something. And this is, I don't know if the sparkle will even show up, but I will put it close. Can you guys see any sparkle at all? I don't think so. Anyway, so that had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 15 called for colors. Oh, and yes, it was the fabric right there. It's purpley, and it's called Magical Mischief. It's a 16 count Aida, and I did get that from River Hut Designs. So if you are in the UK, I would recommend their Etsy shop. I get lots and lots from them. They're pretty cool, actually. Oops. And I really like to go back to work on that. It's just like I said, it's been so busy here with everything in the house that I just haven't really had the time to do much of anything other than work on the house. So that is all of the things that I have to show you in the orangery. Put everything back in my basket, except for that fabric for Helen. Well, that's it. Sorry, I had to take a break for a minute. Yeah, I hope everybody is okay. I hope you're all doing very well. It's really good to see all of you on Instagram and what you're up to. Pixie, I really like that candy cross stitch that you're working on. And Kim, thank you for posting for babies and flowers and cross stitching and quilting and everything that you post. And Mandy, I don't know how you stitch like that, woman, but holy crap. Holy, I don't know how you do that. I do not know how you do that. And Helen Duffin, holy crap. Not that I don't talk to you all the time, but I really like that little pillow you make with little pom-poms around the edge. That's cute. Hint, hint. Anyway, if my sister Christina's watching, hi Chrissy, how are you? I know I look bad, you guys. I don't have any makeup on. I'm really, really sorry, but at least you're gonna get a tour of the Orangery Conservatory. It's a freaking conservatory. I don't know why Ian calls it Orangery. He says it's because there's a difference because a conservatory is smaller and an orangery is larger. I don't know. It's not an American thing. So there you go. You'll see some of the outside when I do the little video too, but just be nice because my cushions are on myself and my umbrella's not out because it's a rainy day today, as I said. And anyway, and don't be judgy because my conservatory is not the tidiest right now. So my shoes are just lying here, and so is my dog over there. Anyway, I love you all. Whether you are new to me or I can't say old to me or a constant in my channel. But thanks for visiting. Next time, teaser, next time we will sit in the kitchen and the lounge and our new fireplace is in. And I fracking love it. It's so Victorian. Oh my God. Some people may think it's menacing, but I don't. I fracking love it. It looks so good. And I have a little bit of autumn stuff in the lounge now, so don't judge me. I just couldn't wait. Anyway, right. I love you all. I hope you guys are all okay, and I will see you next time. Okay. Bye. Oh, wait for the video after. Okay, it's a post thing.